Hey, so it's been like a year. I don't really have any excuse, but hi, here I am. So today I'm going to be telling a story, and I'm going to tell the story of the time that I got caught smoking weed. Now, I'm currently a junior in high school. This happened like 2 weeks ago. I just started my junior year. I started smoking a few months ago, actually, with a few of my friends, and it ended up escalating. I bought a bong, fuck ton of weed, and I started smoking like a bowl a day, and it was really bad. I smoked a lot of weed. Sometimes it'd be like 3 or 4 bowls a day, actually, but that's relevant. Anyways, I got it down to a routine too. Like, I had everything down. Whenever I would smoke, I would always make sure that my window was open. I was pointing the fan out the window. I was blowing my smoke into the fan out the window. I always put a towel underneath the door so that the smoke wouldn't come out. I would always spray Ozium. Not sure if you guys know what Ozium is, but I'll put a picture on the screen. And I even had my weed in this little like stash can. I'll just put a picture of a stash can like on the screen right now, so you guys can get an idea. So I got all my weed. I'm chilling. I smoke a fat bowl. Like, I'm pretty much inebriated at this point. Like, there's no saving me at this point. And you know, I get the munchies. I'm hungry as shit. I was up in my room. I come downstairs to go and get some food, and my mom's downstairs. I'm like, fuck. She's like, oh, hey John, how's it going? I'm like, it's going pretty good, Mom. How about for you? And she's like, it's going great. Did you come down here to get some food? And you know, I'm hungry as shit. Like of course I came down to get some food. I always come down to get food at night because I'm always high at night, right? She's like, hey, do you want me to make you something? Do you want me to make you some food? And I'm basically inebriated at this point, so there's like no way I can make any food at all. I'm barely even able to hold a conversation with my mom and have a straight face. So I'm like, hell yeah, make me some food. That'd be great. Thank you so much. She gets up, walks over to the fridge, opens it. I'm standing right next to her. And it was at this point that I realized that I forgot to put in eye drops. That was like mistake number 1 that I made. Fridge light turns on, and she looks at me and goes, hey John, why are your eyes so red? And in my mind, I'm just thinking, fuck, like, that's not good, you know? Because, like, she obviously knows. My mom, she used to smoke weed when she was in high school or whatever. Smoked a fuck ton of weed, right? So she knows what's up. She knows why my eyes were red, probably. She's like, are you high? I'm like, no, Mom, no, of course not. I'm not high. Yeah, I was high. I was pretty high, actually. So my mom, she looks at me again. It's like, damn, your pupils are dilated too. So I'm like, fuck. Like, she really thinks I'm high now. So she's like, damn, are you high? And I'm like, no, Mom, of course I'm not high. So, you know, she's asking me to, like, swear to her that I'm not high off my fucking ass, right? So I swear to her. Then she says, I want you to swear on my faith in God that you aren't high right now. And I'm high as shit, and I feel so bad about this. My judgment was sort of clouded. So I swore on her faith in God. And that was wrong of me, okay? But like, hey, like, we all make mistakes, especially when we're high. I was high as fuck. She looks at me and she just sort of like brushes it off. So I'm thinking that I'm in the clear. My phone was upstairs. I'm like, hey, you make me some food. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my phone. So I go upstairs, and I wasn't really going to go and grab my phone. I was actually going to go and put in some eye drops. It just so happened that my eye drops were in the stash can with all my weed. The can is like upside down in a recycling bin, so you can't tell that it's like closed, but it fits in with like the environment because it's a recycling bin, right? I pull out the stash can to get the eye drops because I'm high as shit. I'm just thinking like, damn, I need to like buy me some time here, you know? And then I'm like, wait, my eyes are already red. She already knows that they're red. If they just go magically white, that's gonna be weird as fuck. So I might as well commit. So I start putting the eye drops back, and I put them back in the can, and I close the can, and I go to put the can back in the hamper. And as I'm putting it back in the hamper, I'm thinking, damn, like, if I was my mom, I'd be coming upstairs right now, like, to check on me, because if you think that your kid's high, you're gonna go up there when they say, oh, I'm gonna go grab my phone, because you know damn well they're not grabbing their phone, you know? They're trying to hide some shit. So as soon as I think that, my mom bursts in the room, and I'm like, fuck. like while I'm holding the can with all the weed in it. The bong was put away, everything was put away, didn't smell like weed in there. It was just me holding the can. And like I set it down in the hamper. Hey John, what's in the hamper? I'm like, shit. Fuck, I really fucked up here, didn't I? God damn it. First big fuck up was not putting an eye drop. Second was swearing on her faith in God. Third was going upstairs to put in eye drops. That was the really big fuck up, but that was retarded of me. Why the fuck did I do that? So at this point, like, I might as well just commit. She already knows that there's weed, and she knows I'm high as shit. Like, there's no backing out here. So I just tell her, she's like, John, there's weed there, isn't there? Like, maybe just a little bit. And she's like, how much weed is there? So I look her dead in the eyes and I'm like, well, you see, my perception of density is kind of off, right? So like, it could be anywhere from like, 1 to like 13 grams, something like that. Like 1 to 13 grams. Like, you see, the density is just so far off in my mind. I have no fucking clue. Plus, I'm high as shit. So like, I don't know how much weed I have. I just know I got weed. She takes the recycling bin. She like puts it off to the side. And we go downstairs. Like, she starts asking questions, right? You know, as you would do when you find out that your son's smoking pot. So she is like, hey, I want to know every single time that you've bought weed, who you've bought it from, how much you bought, everything. So I told her the truth. I told her how much weed I bought, which, I mean, it was like a decent amount. It wasn't too much. She just starts asking me all these questions, and I'm like, fuck, like, are you gonna take my weed? That's the biggest thing on my mind. I don't want to lose my weed, you know? Like, who wants to lose their weed? This is where it also got bad, like, really bad. I asked her if the reason that it was a bad thing was because I wasn't sharing, and that if I shared with her, if it would be alright. Don't offer to smoke your parents out. Do not do that. That is something you do not want to do. If your parents smoke weed, like, then it's a little bit different, but if your parents don't smoke weed, don't offer to smoke them out. That's fucking retarded. I'm chilling still. I mean, I'm high as fuck. Not really sure what's going on, but like, that's okay. I don't need to know what's going on. I finish eating, and my mom's just chilling there, you know, sitting with me. I'm gonna go upstairs and like go to bed, right? I go for my recycling bin because like that's where all my weed is, right? And she looks at me and she says, "Don't you fucking dare!" Takes the recycling bin, goes over to her car keys, grabs them, goes into the garage, unlocks her car, puts them in there, locks her car. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to get those car keys later tonight. And then she goes into her room and puts the car keys in her room where my father was sleeping. And where she was gonna be sleeping, so there was no fucking way I was getting those keys. Like there was no way I'm getting my weed back. That shit's gone. I'm distraught. I am devastated because my mom not only found out that I smoke weed, but she took all my weed. Do you know how disappointing that was? So I still have a bong. I don't have a bowl though, and I don't have weed. So it's a little bit hard for you to smoke when you know you don't have a bowl. I mean, I have the bong. Like, that's the good thing, but I don't have a bowl and I don't have the weed. Which is kind of a big deal. You know, like, you kind of need weed to smoke, right? Apparently she didn't know about the can at first. Had to spend like 30 minutes going through my recycling bin trying to find out where it was until she shook the tea can and realized that it was a little bit too heavy and that, you know, it rattled instead of like splash. It like, you know, when you shake something with water in it, you know, right? Like it splashes, but no, it sounded like there was fucking rocks in there. Imagine you fill up like a water bottle halfway with ice and then you shake it around a shit ton. It sounded like that. But yeah, that's the story of the time that I got my weed taken and my parents found out that I smoke weed. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys want to see from me. If you guys want to see like funny moment stuff, if you guys want to see like stories like this, I have a lot of stories. Anyways, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.